Hey, you guys. I am so sorry. We are having some technical difficulties with my internet. I already told you guys. So, my husband's on the phone with them. They're working on it. Okay. But what up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay. All right. And we'll be back. Hello, you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be.
I'm Whitney.
Okay. What we're about to do is we're about to start fates. I'm gonna go for a few minutes. We're gonna stop at like 2 hours, and then we're gonna talk about everything. Okay. Now I have the link in the chat box, but we're gonna go ahead and read fates transcripts. Okay. Or Faith Rogers' testimony. Since we, heard from her mom, let's go ahead and get into those. Is that okay? Are y'all good with hearing Faith's testimony? Just like for a few minutes? Let me know. I'll read just a little bit. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all are okay with me reading. Okay. We're gonna go into Faith Rogers. Hold on. Okay, the reel says, why you allow OCOV to block people? What? What are you talking about, baby? Okay. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into Faith's testimony. Okay, we're gonna read a little bit. Y'all get bored, y'all let me know. Okay. Moderators, please watch the chat. Thank you, Sharonda, for your donation. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't even got that down scrolling at the bottom. There y'all go. Thank y'all so very much for your donations. I'm finna go ahead and read, okay? All right. Let me get back to it. This is Faith Rogers. I'll telling y'all, I got these transcripts, okay? I got these transcripts. But I just, All right, let's go ahead and get into these transcripts, okay? Faith Rogers. Okay. Please raise your right hand. Witness sworn. Faith, I do. Courtroom deputy, you may be seated. Y'all get that spam. Get that webcam for me, please. Get that spam. Thank you, Nikki. Courtroom deputy, you may be seated. The judge, just a couple of things before we begin. Okay, we already know all of this. We know all of this. What she gonna say? All right, let's go on and get into it. Okay, we already know she's been affirmed and sworn in. This is a reading from Faith Rogers. Okay, Faith Rogers. All right, the young lady who told on his behind, real good, like. Okay, the one from Texas. All right, let's get into her transcripts. Ms. Shahada says, I'm showing you what is marked for identification as Government's Exhibit 79 for the witness only. Do you recognize this photograph? Yes. Who is this a photograph of? She states me. I move to admit Government's Exhibit 79. Mr. Koenig, no objection, but I'm having a difficulty time hearing her. The judge, I don't think she said anything yet. Can you tap it one more time? Make sure you're speaking right into it. Go ahead. You said this is a photograph of you. Is that correct? Correct. If there is no objection, move to admit it? The judge. Yes. Ms. Shahada. I'm showing the witness only what is marked for identification, government's exhibit 79A. Is this the same photograph I just saw? I just showed you with your first and last name underneath? Faith answers correct. Ms. Shahada says, and the government moves to admit government's exhibit 79A to the jury only. Mr. Kenneth, no objection. The judge, that's in evidence, jury only. Ms. Shahada, I'm showing you what is in evidence as government's exhibit 1. Do you recognize this person? Yes. Who do you recognize that to be? Robert Kelly. Have you met Robert Kelly in person? Yes. Do you see Robert Kelly in the courtroom here today? Yes. Can you point him out and identify him by an item of clothing he's wearing? The blue jean jacket. The justice identifying the defendant. When and where did you first meet the defendant? Faith goes on to say, I first met him in San Antonio, Texas, at the Tobin Center. What was going on at the Tobin Center that day? He was performing. Do you recall around when it was that you were at the Tobin Center? Around March 2017. How old were you then? 19. To your knowledge, how old was the defendant when you met him? 50. After meeting the defendant in March of 2017 in San Antonio, did you thereafter begin traveling to see the defendant after that? Yes. When you saw the defendant, were there occasions when the defendant engaged in sexual contact with you? Yes. Around when did you first travel to see the defendant? Around May of 2017. Around when was the last time you traveled to see the defendant? Around February of 2018. At any point during the time that you communicated with and traveled to see the defendant, did he tell you he had herpes? He did not. At any point during your sexual interactions with the defendant, did he wear a condom? No. Did those sexual interactions include sexual intercourses? Yes. During the course of time that you saw and communicated with the defendant, what, if any, different sides of the defendant did you see? I got to see a compassionate side of him, emotional side. He wasn't always bad. He wasn't always mean. Very normal. Like sometimes I felt like I was conversing with somebody I went to school with, my age. What other sides did you see of him? I also saw him. There were times where he would flip, just extremely calm, then go to like being super sexually hyper. Just different phases, just depending on how he was feeling in the moods he was in. Stepping back for a moment, how old are you? 24 years old. Where did you grow up? San Antonio, Texas. How far did you go in school? I finished high school and I have some college experience, education. How long were you enrolled in college? About a year. Why did you leave college? I just decided school wasn't for me. Do you have any siblings? I do. How many siblings do you have? 6. Are some of those half siblings? Yes, I have 5 half siblings and 1 full-blooded little sister. What do your parents do? My mom owns daycares. My dad is a supervisor for the school district as well as a pastor. Directing your attention to March 2017. How old were you again at that time? 19 years old. 19 years old. You testified that in March of 2017 you attended a concert. Is that correct? Correct. Now, whose concert did you attend? R.KELLY. Again, where did that concert take place? San Antonio, Texas, at the Tobin Center. Show the witness only Government's Exhibit 508. Do you recognize this? I do. What is this? The Tobin Center. I move to admit Government's Exhibit 508. Mr. Koenig, no objection. The judge is in. You can publish it. Oh, shouts out to Miss Kelly Rogers in the building. We're reading your daughter's transcripts. Hello and welcome to Whitney DTV. Hey, Miss Rogers, you are welcomed over here. Hopefully we can holler at you today. We're almost finished with these transcripts. Who, if anyone, did you attend the R. Kelly concert at the Tobin Center with? I went with my older sister. Approximately how old was your older sister at the time? Around 36 years old. Was this your half sister? Yes. Now, how did you end up attending the R. Kelly concert with your older sister? She called me and one day, and she just said that she had tickets. He was in town, and she had no one to go with. If I would go with her. Did you agree to go? I did. Were you an R. Kelly fan at the time? I was not. Was not. Had no interest. Oh, interesting. She was. Where did you sit for the concert at the venue? We were seated in some seats like far away from the stage. Then once we got there, I decided we should move closer because we couldn't see. So we moved closer. Now, where did you end up sitting? Sorry, y'all. We were like in the middle section, not too close to the stage, but we weren't that far. Did you stay for the whole concert? We did. Did you enjoy the concert? We did. What if anything happened at the end of the concert? Well, towards the end of the concert, 2 young ladies approached me. Well, wait a minute. She got approached? Towards the end of the concert, 2 young ladies approached me and my sister with wristbands in their hand. And they had let me know he was having an after party backstage. Just bring me and my sister, no one else. Make sure we show them our wristbands. So when you say he was having an after party, who is the he? R. Kelly. Now, what, if anything, were the two individuals that approached you wearing? Shirts with his face on it. And on the back, it said staff. Again, his face being the defendant, R. Kelly. Correct. What, if anything, did they give you? A wristband. What, if anything, did you do after getting a wristband from these individuals? After we got the wristbands, the concert was about to be over. So I went to go get my car out of valet. My sister, she went ahead and went backstage. Why did you go get your car out of valet? Because valet was going to be closing. About how long did it take you to get your car out of the valet? About an hour. Where did you go after about an hour? After I returned back to the front door of the venue, I showed them my wristband and they showed me backstage. Where were you taken backstage? So we were taken back to like a dressing room part, a really big dressing room. Did you go inside? We did. What was the atmosphere in the dressing room when you got there? All right, you guys, we're going to stop there because we're already 2 hours in. So make sure that you guys notate that I stopped on Faith's testimony on page 2131, and we're going to pick back up at 2132. I just want to talk to you guys about this testimony, okay? And shouts out again to Miss Kelly Rogers. I wanted to get you in here to maybe get some more get some more information in regards to everything. Sorry I took long. I was not trying to take long. But if you guys would like to come in, I just posted the invite for you guys to come on in, and let's just have a Q&A. Let's talk about the R. Kelly Admitted song and the correlation, as well as the testimony of Miss Kelly Rogers, as well as us getting into Faith Rogers' testimony. Man say. So we hear, Lord, let me get this her together. So we hear, and right. R. Kelly didn't admit to anything, right? It's all hearsay, right? He said it. And not for nothing, we hear in Mrs. Rogers' testimony that they basically was trying to intimidate her. And we also hear that we saw that in the docuseries. Okay. So they got brought up in court. So there was no lie. There was no joke. There was nothing they made up or anything like that. And then we hear in her testimony, these nasty bastards sent her video pictures and I guess, and things to that nature of Faith. I can seriously, literally only imagine. I can only imagine. So my hats goes out to you, Miss Rogers. Like, seriously, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry to hear that you had to go through that. And that's why I'll be telling people, when y'all get to talk about these parents, okay, we have a situation where this is a grown adult. You know what I'm saying? And still, I would say as a grown person did make a wise decision, of getting in a relationship with this fool. But we make bad decisions as people. I done made some horrible decisions when it comes to my choice of relationships. You know what I'm saying? And so you hear how she met him. She went after him. She was at a concert with her sister, reluctantly, by the way. She wasn't looking to go to no concert. Her sister had tickets and invited her. She was like, nah, that emoji, nah, and decided to go to the concert and enjoy the concert with her sister. And her life, along with her parents' life, spiraled out of control, to say the least. We hear, that her mom saw a freaking weapon, and then a series of intimidating information gets sent to her by way of an investigator, regardless if they want to say, well, we don't know if they were associated to R.KELLY, but that's what I was saying in regards to the transcripts with the whole bribery situation with Lewis, John Doe 1, R-Line. Before all this transpired, he wasn't trying to bribe Azrael, but all of a sudden he just decides he wants to do that. Just like all of a sudden, an investigator is sending Miss Rogers all of this crap. To hear the defense try to poke holes through that story is asinine. They just grasping at straws. But we know that the defense are idiots anyway. So, And then we hear in regards to Faith's testimony that she had no idea that this man had herpes. He didn't disclose that. And that's where the issue comes in at. She wasn't underage or anything like that. And the way Faith moves to me kind of comes off, us Texas girls. No, I'm just playing. But I don't think she probably would have gotten deep into this situation had she been advised a little bit more. I don't think any of these alleged victims would have been, or the parents. But anyways, I digress. Like I said, okay, this defense is crazy anyway. Let me show you the type of stuff that they are putting out, okay? Craziness. Let me see if I sent it to myself real quick. I gotta pull this picture up. This is just an update. Okay. I forgot. I did download it. Yes. Let me show y'all this. Let me share my screen and show y'all an update in regards to what defense put on stand today, y'all. Do y'all see this? Let me enlarge this for y'all. So it says here, with R.Kelly's ex-accountant on the stand, prosecutors showed juries a company document titled Robert Sylvester Kelly Enterprises, LLC, depicting a red octopus with Robert S. Kelly as the head. Oh, child. When asked by prosecutors, you created it to show this defendant's enterprise, correct? He confirms yes. Let me show you the picture. Child. Let's get a bigger picture. They just oh, y'all see this? Do y'all see this? This is something, and this is government exhibit 1103. This is Robert Sylvester Kelly's enterprise operation, with Robert being the head, John Holder is the accountant, James Mason is the manager, Shanty Shannon, the production team, security, engineers, Ian Murnis, Donald Lyles, June Brown, social media, Robert D. Smith, Shari Tuzol, PR, Erica Sellers, Lisa Sullivan, accounting, EMCI, LLC, AR, and Julius Darrington. These fools literally thought this was smart to post, thought this was smart to bring up in defense. You just can't make this stuff up. Literally says enterprises. Literally says Robert Sylvester Kelly as the head dog of this enterprise. What is he on trial for exactly, you asked? The prosecution is trying to prove he has an enterprise. Oh, wait a minute. Says here, they don't have to look any further. They have it all mapped out for them. You just can't make this stuff up. And I'm not. This is an evidence. Yeah. This is evidence. As you see right there in the top corner. Let me stretch it for the people in the back that keep saying that I'm making up stuff and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna keep that on the screen for just a second. Okay. Let me keep that on the screen for just a second for the people in the back. Okay. Child, can't make this stuff up, even if I wanted to. Oh no, and it's not everyone. It's not everyone. It's still more tentacles on this here enterprise. Okay, it's still more tentacles on this here enterprise. They are missing a lot of other people that's involved with this enterprise. But you got to understand, you got to remember, Don Russell is already got. He's sitting in jail rotting right now. Yeah, he's sitting in jail as we speak. So I think they're kind of good where they stand with the individuals that they already got. But I think they are still waiting on other individuals. But so in regards to also the defense, and you guys need to spread this around. You heard it here first. We are doing a GoFundMe on behalf of Robert Sylvester Kelly. Would you like to donate? Come on and donate to the cause. Donate to the cause. Donate to the cause. Let's read in part as to what this GoFundMe is about. The kind is in search of anybody at this point, supporter or non-supporter, to help him raise funds to fly his only 6 witnesses through Spirit Airline to be a valuable part of the continuing of lying on the witness stand. The tickets are only $10 a piece. One way, because according to the kind, they can find their own way back. The kind is generously singing, not asking for $100. All right, 60 for the line witnesses, one-way trip, and 40 to keep the kind food from his all-time favorite McDonald's. Now, I ask you, okay? I ask you, okay? I deeply ask you, will you come? We're taking offerings and GoFundMe. I'm honest. I will definitely get the monies in the right hand. If you would like to donate, here's the information here. Okay, just go to GoFundMe and place a travel pay for the Kane's 6 witnesses. Okay, our goal is just $100. Just $100. Not asking much. He gave y'all 30 years. Oh, y'all don't remember? Y'all trifling, because he gave y'all 30 years.
I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Y'all let me with this. Y'all let me with this. Y'all let me with this. Y'all let me. Y'all gotta kill me. Y'all let me with this. 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 Let me there. Gotta kill me.
will you come? I mean, sorry, y'all didn't hear me. Will you come? Just to let you guys know, that was the demo reel of Denia. Okay, he took the stand today. All right. If you guys wasn't aware of who he was, let me run that right back again. Okay, let's run that back. Okay, because you guys are underestimating. Okay.
It's not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Yeah. Yo, let me put this. Yo, let me put this. Yo, let me put this. Yo, let me. Y'all gotta kill me. Yo, let me put this. Yo, let me put this. Yo, let me put this. Yo, let me put. Let me get. Gotta kill me. Gotta kill me. Gotta kill me. Y'all wanna believe it? Gotta kill me.
Will you come? We're only asking for $100. That's our goal. Okay. Only 100. Okay. Let me continue. Per the court, we may have a verdict. Okay. Because if you guys see here, you know what? Let me just make this full screen. Let me do this. Let me just share this file with you guys. This is very interesting, to say the least. Share my screen with you guys. Okay. This is from the courthouse. Okay. This is Wednesday. This is Wednesday, y'all. This is Wednesday. And this is the judge. Okay? This is the judge. And it's no more on the docket after Thursday. So we very well can have a verdict by next week. So what I'm hearing is deliberations is going to transpire, I want to say on Thursday and Friday for the weekend. And then they're going to come back next week and we're going to hear something, okay? Fingers crossed, okay? And prayers up that we wrap this month up. But like I'm saying, to be honest with y'all, I'm kind of upset because I just feel like that the excuse is going to be that the defense was up to something or whatever the case may be. And I don't want that. I want it to be fair. Okay. I really want it to be fair. But let me, yeah, we are getting close. We're getting close. Let me get in this chat real quick before I wrap up with you guys. Yeah, we're getting real close. You want to hear guilty, guilty, guilty? We can go to hell expeditionally. He can go to hell expeditionally. Sis, I know it's a mess. Yes, child. Y'all some haters. Y'all better understand. Denia was like, drop my drop my demo. I said this nigga. Child. Anyways. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, when they come in, what do we say if it's not guilty? Oh, that's a good question, G. That's a good question. What do we say if it's not guilty? What would I say is that he's still guilty? We know he did all this stuff. So even if they say he's not guilty here, he is guilty. And not only that, it's not over here. He has to go to Illinois and Minnesota or Minneapolis. So, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think we're going to hear anything different. I really think the prosecution really proved their case. So see what else. Okay. Brianna says, we know he guilty. He still got more charges in different states. That's why I just said. Jay says, I can't. It's because mainstream media has been misreporting. They have been. They have been. That's why it's good to read these transcripts. And I've been, trying to focus and break down stuff that people have been overlooking, even with this freaking song. Even with the song, he admitted a lot of stuff. And people say, he didn't admit nothing. What? It's literally receipts. Everything he said, it was the truth. I just showed y'all that. I did that on purpose. Alex says, I believe so. And we haven't even gotten to the Yep. I haven't even G says, yeah, I don't see it, but anything is possible, especially if we go off of the previous trial. Well, let's talk about that. As far as the previous trial, what times were we in? We didn't have social media, like he said in the admitted song. We didn't have the pressure. That's why a lot of parents and individuals didn't even know what this dude was capable of doing because we weren't aware. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference, if you ask me. I feel like the difference is that we have more social media. The climate is different. We have proof. We have proof then, but the difference is that we have a plethora, ampler of proof, and it's HD. So Brandon says, love that I've been reading these transcripts with you because the media ain't reporting correctly. They not. And you might have some media that reports nothing but the prosecution. I'm fair. I read all of it. You know what I'm saying? I do. And people still get mad. I'm like, I'm just reading the transcripts. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what? In 2008, social media was just getting started. Exactly. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? The exposure, the way it is now. Think about it, y'all. When we first found out the difference, when everything was going on, it got brushed up on the rug. But then in this way and age, and then, he picked a good time to act stupid with this whole Me Too movement and stuff like that. It was like a golden time for the savages to, boop, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the energy, the climate. People are just over it. You know what I'm saying? And good for them. I don't care what nobody say. Good for them. Enough is enough. Year of exposure. It really was. Do y'all notice all the people that got exposed? Nikki says, hell yeah, he is. I tell him off on Twitter all the time, sweet and humble, laugh my butt off. Nikki says, he seems more like a groupie than a reporter, sweet and humble. I know exactly who y'all talking about. Yep. It's a wonder how people can read the same words and have such a different interpretation. Shake my head. You know, that's why I be telling people, you can't listen to everybody read transcripts. You can't. As jokingly as I am and stuff like that, I bring stuff to the forefront like, as I'm reading. You got people that just read through stuff. You got people that read over stuff. You got people that don't read stuff, skip stuff. You know, you got people that aren't putting the words on the screen. That's the reason why if I don't have the transcript, I'm not going to read it. Because, I can't read it if I ain't got the transcript. But I put my transcripts on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you guys to be able to go back and read it on your own. I know I'm long-winded in a lot of cases. I know I can be silly. So that's the reason why I put the transcripts on the screen so you guys will be able to go back and read. Hey, Tamika. Jay said to Demetrius Smith exposed himself for free and then some in his book, right? In that book. Brianna says, you've been fair the whole time while reading the transcripts. I thought so. But like I told y'all, and I'm going to repeat it for the people in the back. Y'all can't stand my relationship with Angelo Clary or the Clarys. Why? Because of your personal issues with this man that has nothing to do with me. Let me make this a PSA. It's not going anywhere. So you can remove yourself. Bye-bye. And Brianna, that's the issue. People have their issues with him. And like kids, high school kids, misery loves company. And if I don't like them and I thought I liked you, you're not supposed to like him too. I'm a grown-ass woman. Okay? I talk to who I want to. I communicate with who I want to. I affiliate with who I want to. And at the end of the day, y'all can click the X. Anyways. Alice says, they're all dumb. And I don't be tripping about y'all being affiliated with R. Kelly. Leave me alone. They're all dummies. And R. Kelly, the leader of the show. No pun intended. Well, Alice. Sweet and Humble said, exactly, Whitney. I stand with the Clarys too. Who's going to check me? Nobody. But that's the reason why they mad. And I get it. I get it. You know, I get it. But at the end of the day, what he eat don't make me crap. But I support their families. Like I support all the alleged victims. Yeah. Like I don't got it up here, but I had products that I was supporting and affiliated with Geronda Pace's line. Yeah. I purchased and read and bought Kitty's books. Yeah. I'm in the process of gathering up all of Azriel's products from her product line. And if any other alleged victim has any other products, oh, wait a minute, Dominique, whose name has changed, but she has a clothing line or what have you, I'll purchase that too. All these years, I supported the likes of R. Kelly. Now I know better. So let that be a PSA for y'all, okay? Keep your butt hurts over there, right? I mean, why come to a page with somebody you don't like? It just makes no sense. And somebody that you don't like of somebody, just childish banter. Vera says, how could all them people let this man who can read or write manipulate them like that? I'm talking about his workers. Well, I mean, he threatened them. He threatened their lives. He threatened their families, just like he did with these alleged victims. And they were weak-minded and allowed it. You know, some of them I feel like got in way in over their heads. Some of them I feel like were sick as well. D says, I can't wait until it's over and R. Kelly is held accountable for his actions. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer. From what I heard, we may have something as soon as next week as far as a verdict. So Pauline says, been where the Clarys are. He said, Whitney, love the hair. Thank you, girl. It's my little $20 wig. I got off for Amazon or whatever. $20. I think it was 20 or 30. I love it. It's cute. It reminds me of like Farrah Fawcett kind of feel. Hello, you guys. Whitney D here from the sensational, celebrity recognized Whitney D TV. Now, I want to tell you guys about my monthly membership. Right now, here are the tiers right here. You pick the one that best suits you so you can support this channel on a monthly basis. You get all kind of perks, access to different exclusive content. All right, now if this is something that you're interested in, go ahead and click the join button down below and join the Witness gang to be a part of the Witness Nation. Bye.